Since my headphones aren't working, as I explained in a video earlier, but I know you didn't watch it, but that's okay. I don't even know who I'm talking to right now. Nobody watches my videos, period. But anyways, since my headphones aren't working, I was like, let's make a video. So I was at work and I was supposed to leave at 5, but then I was like selling this HD Plus to this lady who happens to be my brother's Chinese teacher. And I was just like, wow, no, okay. So what happened was, she like asked about this educator discount because we're doing like there's an educator's discount going on right now at Barnes & Noble. And I was like, oh, like where do you teach and stuff like that. And she was like, I teach at Pineview. And then like, no, her son like said he went to Pineview and was in 7th grade. And I was like, do you live near here? Because my brother takes the middle school bus to Pineview. He's a freshman. And she was like, oh, what's his name? And I was like, Max. And she was like, Max Chern. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, I teach him. I'm his teacher. And I was like, what? And I was like, you're the Chinese teacher? And it was like really cool. And yeah. So then I like sold her an HD Plus. And like, they were like picking covers and stuff. And I didn't even pay attention at the time. And so then like, afterwards when she left and I like went to write it down on our record thing, I was like, oops, I rung this up like after like I was supposed to leave. And it was so sad because I was like doing the cover, like, no, not the cover, but there's like screen protectors, and we do the screen protectors for people. The screen protectors are like a total pain. And usually like if you tell people you'll put them on for them, it's like good. Because then they're like, yes, I don't have to do it, and you'll do it right because you have to do it right because that's your job. So I like had to do it right, and it took me 3 times. I had to do it 3 times and waste the whole package of other ones at the company's expense. Hi. People at bus stops. Anyways, I freaking hate trucks. I feel like every other video I say I hate trucks because I just hate trucks. I hate trucks. Okay, so that's my story about being bad at putting screen protectors on. And I don't know, for some reason the microfiber cloth or something I was using had like a ton of fuzz on it. But I was like, oh my gosh, what a small world. I met my brother's Chinese teacher and she was really nice and it was kind of funny. And then we were like talking about the covers in Chinese and I was like, no, that one's brown. And then she like asked me what grade I was in and I was gonna say 12 in Chinese. But then I remembered that like apparently I have a Taiwanese accent and I say 10 like incorrectly or something like that, according to my old Chinese teacher. And so I was just like, I'm in 12th grade in English because I was like, no, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah. And I'm carrying this lovely white bag with lunch in it for tomorrow. Ew, my face is like, ugh. My face is sticky because the weather's disgusting. The weather's actually not as bad as it is when I went out earlier for lunch break because I was cold inside. But it still is like really gross. Even though it's like windy and the sky has gotten clear. Earlier it was like really muggy, but it's like sticky and it's like meh. But I've got this lovely white bag with oven roasted turkey wrap in it. And it was weird because like the wrap looked literally nothing like the plate thingy in the glass display thing. But it still tasted pretty good, so whatever. So it's Sunday, and it doesn't feel like Sunday because I took a math mug yesterday, and I went home and I like helped my family clean and stuff. And then I went to work today, and see, usually I go to work for like a long time on like Saturdays, or like I only go to work like for like one of the 2 days. But I was like at work both days, and even when I'm at work 2 days, like I just feel like there was like more time. So this time around I was like, it's Sunday, because I kept thinking it was Saturday, and I was like, oh. And then it was really slow today, besides like the last like half an hour where I like sold like 2 Nooks within like a 10-minute span. Because like I was in the middle of selling the Nook to the Chinese teacher, this other lady came in and she wanted a glow light, and I was like, oh cool, yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't know life. What is this weird symbol on the bus stop thing? I can't even read it as I'm showing it to you in a weird sideways kind of way. Looks like some weird gang symbol or something. I don't know. But yeah, so it doesn't feel like Saturday, and I'm just like lard. I'm wondering how bad my camera skills are right now because I always like watch I always watch my videos over. Sometimes I don't have to watch the whole thing. I like have to go on the computer or whatever to watch it. But anyways, I was watching part of the video, the last video I made, and I was like, wow, how was I so off? I could have sworn I was actually holding it in front of my face for once. So watch me be completely off. I apologize. But once again, it doesn't really matter because nobody watches these. I just watch them later and I'm like, why are you insane? I don't understand your life, which is my life, which is like confusing. This reminds me, what did I do today? There was something I did today, and it was like, It was one of those things where you do something for like your future self, and then when you like get to that point of where like what you did for your future self is like needed, it makes total sense, and it's like, wow. I can't remember what it was. Not for my life can I remember what it was. I remember like the thing that was related. So one time I set this password for myself, and I knew I was gonna forget. Okay, so like, I don't know, you've probably done this. People will like set passwords where they're variations of other passwords. So I have this one password that's a string of numbers, but sometimes that string of numbers is too short, so I'll add like a 0 to it. And so I set this account and I sent the password to myself, but then I like forgot to put the 0 on it. And so I tried to log in with it and it didn't work. So I like sent this email to myself that was like, add 0, dummy. And then lo and behold, the next time I tried to log in, it didn't work. And I went into my email and it was like, add 0, dummy. And I was like, wow, I'm so smart, but not. And now I can't remember what the example was today. It was really funny. But yeah, that's another, like, my life. What are my stories? What is this? And also the last video I made didn't even upload yet because public internet and whatnot are not good. So now I'm going to be uploading 2 videos in a row, which are like, blah. Yeah. I'm kind of getting close to the point in which I need to jaywalk, so I guess I'll end this video. But I really didn't say anything good. And also, I keep having trouble coming up with titles because I'm like, what did I even talk about? Sometimes I like go back and listen to the video and I'm like, what? What is life? And then I'm like, these titles all suck. Because before my titles used to be like, okay, no, what am I saying? But sometimes my titles are like, usually I rant about like one thing, or there was like the Robert Redford video, where it was like Robert Redford. But in this, like lately I've been just like, oh, this is what I was doing. This is what time it was. This was the day. These are all the things I ranted about because I'm just always ranting. So yeah, but you know, maybe one day you will learn something. Talking to self again. Okay, bye. Ugh, not hitting the button. Oh, it's still going. I totally didn't push the button. There's like a button on the, okay. So, there's a button on top, and like, my finger was like over a little, so when I